Welcome back, everyone, to Data Science for Everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about how to create promises with JavaScript. Let's get started. So today, we're going to be trying to create up a custom promise, and we're going to make this up into maybe a business inventory check example. So understanding how to create up and use your own promises in JavaScript is crucial, particularly when the business context where asynchronous operations are common. So promises allow you to manage tasks that might take up an unpredictable amount of time, like data retrieval or processing, without blocking other code execution. So let's dive into the concept with this business-related type example. So consider a scenario in a retail business where you need to check inventory levels asynchronously. Now, this process might take time due to the database queries or other factors. By using promises, though, you can handle this efficiently. So let's go on and actually create up a new example. So this one will be, and again, I'll put this on my desktop here, and we'll call this inventory example. And we will just call this, again, we'll do an index.html. And again, we'll make this basic body, and here let's do script.rc script.js. Let's go on and create up a new file. Oh, I don't need that. Let's save this, and again, we'll call this script.js. All right, so how do we create up a promise for an inventory check? Well, so let's do let inventory check equal new promise, okay? And then it's going to take up some function in here, and we actually it doesn't need to be named in this instance, and we will have it take resolve, and it'll take in reject, okay? And here it will log out checking inventory levels. All right, so that's our first little bit of a new promise in here, and I need to actually give us a little bit more space here. So let's give us some space. Now, the next thing we kind of need to do here is we want to simulate up some delay of an inventory check. So such as maybe getting a database query. So we want to simulate a delay for an inventory check. And here in this instance, it'd be like a database query. Okay. So we want to set timeout. Okay. And what are we going to want here? Let's say, let me move this over a little bit. So here we want to maybe put up some simple condition to simulate the inventory check itself. Okay, so maybe, so, all right, so let's do this. Here, we'll use a simple condition to simulate an inventory. What do we actually want here? Maybe an so maybe we're just checking inventory levels. Okay. So let in stock equal here math.random is greater than or equal to 0.5. Okay, and again here all we're doing is randomly determining stock availability. Okay, so randomly determine stock ability. And again, this is just a nice little simulation that we can do here. Okay, so this will give us, again, either a true or false statement. So if in stock resolve item is in stock. Okay. Else reject new error here, item out of stock. Okay, and we are going to have this wait for, let's say, 3,000 nanoseconds. Okay, so this is actually, and here this is what, a 3-second delay? 3-second delay for simulation. Okay. So again, it's not a very long delay, but again, you can maybe change this up to 30 seconds or something. So what's actually going on here? Okay. So in this example, we have currently created up a new promise. Okay. So we're using new promise here. All right. Now the promise takes a function with 2 arguments. Okay. Resolve and reject. All right. Now we use resolve in this instance when the inventory check is successful. So the item is in stock. So that's what we're doing here. Okay. So if the item's in stock, we'll resolve this issue. All right, good. Then when we use reject though, right here. Okay, and right here. When it's unsuccessful or the item is out of stock. Now we're utilizing this set time out function here to simulate a delay in checking the inventory as it might happen in the real world database query. Okay. So we want to handle the outcomes of the inventory check. So let's actually consume the promise. Okay. So let's clear us out some space here. All right. And I think everything should be good to go. So let's go on and call in our inventory check. Inventory check dot then. Okay. And in this instance, we would have some response. Okay. And here we want to do something like console log response. And so in this instance, it logs out item is in stock. Okay. And again, that's if successful. Right. And then we can have dot catch here. And here we would say there's going to be some error. Okay, and we want here to console log here the error. And again, this is logs the error. Item out of stock if it's unsuccessful. Now here, in this instance, the then method is used to handle up a successful inventory check, printing out the response when an item is in stock. Now, conversely, if the promise is rejected because the item is out of stock, then the catch here method captures and logs the error. Now, this pattern of creating and consuming processes is extremely useful in business applications, particularly when dealing with operations that require time to complete, like database queries, API calls, or complex calculations. Now, by using promises, we can ensure that the processes do not block other parts of your code, leading to a more efficient and responsive application.